Yo guys, what's up? Cahill here and welcome back to another video on the channel. As you guys can see, we're an Ultimate Team and today we're going to be reviewing 88 rated FUT World Cup heroes Tim Cahill. Now heading into the player bio, he's 5'10" tall with high to medium work rates, right footed primarily, with 3-star skills and a 4-star weak foot, and I picked him up for 52,000 coins, so he does go for a decent amount. But he's not too expensive in terms of other prices when it comes down to hero cards. Anyway, moving on to the player details, he can start as striker, centre mid, cam and centre forward. So he can play in a lot of positions. Today I'm going to be trying him out as striker and cam in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. But with that being said, heading into the attribute details, I decided to get a Hunter Carousel to slap on the card, and with that the pace is going to go up to 95, shooting looks ridiculous, going to have 89 attack positioning with 98 finishing, 95 shot power, 82 long shots, 99 bodies and 84 penalties. So passing on the card looks pretty decent, especially if you are playing him a striker. It looks very good. It's got 87 short pass, 75 long pass and 76 curve with 79 vision as well. Dribbling on the card looks pretty decent as well, so I decided not to give it any boost. But when it comes down to utility is 85, balance is 88, 91 reactions, 88 ball control and 83 dribbling and composure. So defending looks pretty solid as well, especially if you are playing him as centre mid. It's honestly pretty decent, and he does have 99 heading accuracy with 99 jumping. When it comes down to the rest of the physical stats, it's got 88 stamina, 87 strength and 96 aggression. So I'm expecting this guy to be very strong on the ball and very difficult to push off it. But with that being said, we are going to jump straight into the gameplay highlights. Before that, we are going to look at the traits that this guy has on his card, and as you will see in a second, he doesn't really have many, just the leadership trait and the power header trait. But like I said, we are going to jump straight into the gameplay highlights with 88 rated FUT World Cup heroes Tim Cahill. And well, straight off the bat here, we have a chance with Ramsey. We're just going to try and see if we can create a chance to get Cahill on the ball and get him into doing something. He makes a good run and he just changes direction to run into the space. Good awareness from him, and honestly I could have probably tried to dribble Militao, but I wasn't really prepared to, especially trust Cahill's dribbling in that situation, so went for goal and unfortunately it is blocked. Heading on to the next clip, Cahill carries the ball very well, gets it into Wilson, who unfortunately just misses the target, but again showcasing Cahill's ability to get the ball from a deep position and drive through the team to take it forward. On to the next clip here, Wilson plays a good pass into Cahill. We have a chance here, we're going to cut it back. Can we maybe just create a shooting opportunity? Yes we can, and the keeper does make a pretty decent save. Good dribbling there from Cahill, good strength to hold off Kyle Walker, and again like I said, good dribbling there to turn and go for goal. Heading on to the next clip, testing out the long passing from Cahill, an outside foot pass, perfectly weighted for Nuno Mendes, drills it across the pitch for Al Jaber. Had a chance, I went for goal and unfortunately it is blocked, but regardless we are just going to test out Cahill's defensive skills here. The cross comes in, Al Jaber's header is denied, but Cahill, putting in some defensive work, wins the ball back. We're going to dink one into the box for Ramsey, who wins the header, but unfortunately we couldn't really do much in that situation and we end up losing the ball. Heading on to the next clip, again showcasing Cahill's ability to drop deep and make those passes, as he does here to Wilson. Another beautiful dinked pass over the top, and unfortunately Wilson is denied. Yet again, last chance of the match, brilliant pass, and unfortunately Al Jaber smashes it over the bar. But good work from Cahill yet again, just to drop back and make that pass, and we were almost able to get an equalizer because of it. On to the next match here, again just showcasing the hold up ability that this card has. Drops deep, lets Wilson run off him as a cam, and he dinks the ball into his pass perfectly, and we do end up getting an assist with Tim Cahill in this video. But straight off the bat here, Wilson this time gets it onto Cahill. Al Jaber is making the run, Cahill with another delicately dinked ball over the top to him, and Al Jaber is not going to miss in that situation, and he doesn't, and Cahill now has a brace of assists in this match. Still in the same game here, Djalo gets it into Cahill. Wilson makes a run ahead of him. Cahill, unnecessary fancy pass, but a brilliant finish by Harry Wilson, and we are able to get 5 goals in this match and 3 assists actually with Tim Cahill. Heading on to the next match here, he drops deep, makes the pass off to Harry Wilson and continues his run. Wilson, I see Cahill, I'm going to make that pass. Bicycle kick, and it's off the crossbar and down, and look at the aggression on this Cahill card to make sure that he managed to get to the rebound before the defenders, basically goes through both of them and slams it into the top corner. Moving on to the next clip in this match, Ramsey has it, gets the pass into Cahill. It's a good turn, brilliant turn, goes for goal, and he should really really be scoring that. Fine, I put too much power, but regardless, from that situation, from that position, and from that angle, I am expecting him to score. Here again though, good work from Cahill, just holds the ball up pretty decently, and unfortunately, 2 passes later, Wilson is unable to finish. Moving on to the next clip in this match, Hakimi does well, gets it into Cahill, Wilson is ahead of him. I'm just going to use his speed, see if he can create a chance, and he gets the pass into Harry Wilson. Big chance, went for goal at the near post, hoping he was going to move his keeper, or Wilson got better connection. None of that happened, and we end up getting a corner. But good work from Cahill to create the chance in the first place. Here, another big chance for Cahill, through on goal, on the left foot, and he misses the target completely. Honestly, a huge chance. He should be scoring that, and he doesn't. But we did end up losing connection in this game, unfortunately. So we weren't able to get more footage with him in that game. But we are going to jump into what I think is the last game of this video. Tim Cahill has it. Good dribbling, good pass through to Al-Jaber, takes the touch, goes for goal, and finds the top corner. I did mention this was the last game. That was also the last clip and the last assist with Tim Cahill. And with that being said, it is time now to review the cards. So as you guys will see, he didn't score too many goals. Of course, I did play him at cam and striker, and I did try him out at sentiment for a little bit. So yeah, he didn't really do much there, but I tried him out nonetheless. 6 games, 1 goal and 4 assists. Honestly, he's not really that getting behind striker, although he does have the pace and physical to be that guy. Genuinely, you send him in behind, you expect him to score. Sometimes he will, and sometimes he won't, but that is how the game works, I guess. So when it comes down to the pace, this guy is pretty quick, especially with the Hunter Chem style. I'm going to give him an 8.9 out of 10 for pace. I don't think he's fast enough to be considered as a 9 and above. So for pace, he gets an 8.9. Shooting is pretty good. He does connect with the ball very well, but unfortunately, he only scored 1 goal. I mean, there's not much more I can say. The shooting on the card is solid. He is pretty good, but it's not clinical as you would expect it to be. So when it comes down to the shooting, I'm going to go ahead and give him a 9 out of 10. It is pretty good, but honestly, I expected it to be a little bit better, especially with the Hunter Chem cell. When it comes down to the passing on the card, the passing is very good, especially the long passing. If you had to put this guy at cam, he would do a very solid job, especially when it comes down to creating chances. So if you don't want to play him as a hold-up striker and allow players to run off him, and you want to play him a little bit deeper to start off with, you definitely can do that. But the passing is very good. I'm going to go ahead and give him an 8.5 out of 10. Honestly, I feel like the passing on this card is extremely underrated, and the free kick accuracy does drag it down quite a lot. When it comes down to the dribbling is pretty good. He moves pretty fast. Unfortunately, the 3-star skills do restrict him from time to time, but all in all, dribbling is pretty solid. It is pretty decent. So when it comes down to the dribbling, I'm going to go ahead and give him an 8.7 out of 10. The defending is pretty good. He made a couple of good tackles, as you guys saw in this video, and he is definitely able to defend if you put him at a sentiment position, or even at a cam if you guys do use your cam to defend, or whatever formation you guys are playing, if you even use the cam to start off with. But when it comes down to the defending, it's genuinely not that bad. So when it comes down to the rating on it, I'm going to go ahead and give him I'll give him a 7 out of 10. I was going to give him a 6 point something, but I think he does deserve a 7 out of 10, because honestly, he's a striker. You don't expect him to defend, but the defending is pretty solid. So yeah, 7 out of 10. When it comes down to the physical, this guy is very strong, and you guys saw the aggression come to the fore, as well as the strength to get that goal. He bodied his way past 2 defenders to get to that ball first and tuck it away. So genuinely, the physical on this card is very good. I'm going to go ahead and give him a 9.3 out of 10. This guy is very strong, and you can feel it in game. Now, is this card worth 50,000 coins? I would not say so. Genuinely, Al-Jaber did feel better than him, and Al-Jaber is like half the price. But if you can get this guy for like maybe less than 35k, I do think he is worth it. Best cam style would definitely be the Hunter, and best position I would actually say is that cam position. Now with that being said, I do bring it into the video. If you liked it, smash a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until then guys, stay tuned for the next one. Peace.